So, there's been a little bit of a rumbling over in the political commentary space of YouTube, which when is there not, honestly, but it's sort of inter-community right now. The main players are Mr. President Sunday, not Mr. I don't know why I said that, and Chudlogic. So two pretty smallish creators, they're not like Hassan and Ben Shapiro level, but I just find the drama to be a bit interesting, and the way that it's framed is just so weird to me. So without further ado, I don't want to drag out this intro. Let's get right into it.
Chudlogic pays Drift King Editing, hereafter referred to as DK, a racist and transphobic bigot, to run his YouTube channel, edit his videos, and moderate his Discord server.
So that's the crux of the video. Basically, he's going after Chudlogic's editor because he doesn't like him, and he's mad at Chudlogic for not, calling him a horrible person. I'm big on judging people by the individual, so I really think this is really weird. I don't like it, honestly. Like, why are you coming after somebody because of one of their employees, like something that their employees say? Like, do you want him to put out a statement where he's like, I do not support the views of DK, and what he said in those screenshots, I don't support. I'll say that. Just, it's weird, right? But still, it's just so weird to expect somebody to have like a squeaky clean staff and a squeaky clean community. And I'm not saying that like saying stuff like that is okay and cool, because it's not. I'm not down with that. It's not okay. I don't want people talking like that to other people. It's wrong. But still, it's a little cringy to come after somebody like that.
Popular League streamer known for hitting rank 1 on EU. So people are like, they know who he is. He's super skilled. Pretty funny as well. Recently, his drama is his editor, his YouTube channel editor, who apparently was receiving 100%
of the channel revenue.
Yeah, of the channel's revenue, which is never heard of, by the way. I don't know a single YouTuber or streamer who gives 100% of his earnings to his editor. Kind of like publicly flamed TFBLADE once TFBLADE fired him, and TFBLADE said like, he wasn't working out, gave him some chances, and then this editor essentially trying to expose TFBLADE like a terrible person.
Now, he says that these people are the same people. The guys that DisguisedToast and Pokimane are talking about in this clip, the editor, Drift King, and the Drift King that's in this video. Now, I looked at a tweet from TFBLADE. I even went on BitChute, which I understand why YouTube doesn't have a competitor, because over the past couple of days I've looked at their competitor quote-unquote sites, and they all kind of suck. But I couldn't find any actual confirmation that these people were one and the same. So I did want to bring it up as something that is interesting and nothing more. I really don't know what's going on, but this is something that people are saying, and it does play in a little bit later. So it's just something that I really just wanted to say, just so that I didn't leave anything out. There's no actual confirmed connection between the two other than their names.
The mod team voted against banning this person. In retaliation, DK claimed he would be willing to dig up anything he can find on anyone in the server and bring in friends from other servers to harass people. He repeats this with respect to a specific mod later on, and elsewhere indicates that he already has sufficient information on at least one mod to do them harm.
I really genuinely dislike how that was phrased, and the reason is because you don't see like what led to him saying these things. Again, they're weird. Don't really like them. I don't like people digging up dirt on people. I think it's weird. I try not to dig up dirt unless there's like a situation already going on and I want to get to the bottom of it, like with the whole Drift King situation. That wasn't really me digging up dirt, because I was just looking through what was going on and trying to make sure I had the full picture before I commented on it. Whereas going through and combing through stuff is just, it's a little weird. That's just me. That's just my personal opinion, especially without full context. And in this short video, because it's only like 3 minutes, you can't really have that, which is why you probably should have added more time, just to clear everything up and make sure everything's all good.
I have stood up for Chudlogic at multiple points in the past, for far, far less than he is unwilling even to address now. I did so at the cost of large portions of my audience and much sleep. I did so on the basis of my perception that despite everything he had some semblance of character, that he was actually a friend and a decent person at heart. He has relieved me of that misperception. As always, thank you for listening, and take care.
This is also a weird thought process of, hey, I've stuck my neck out for you before, which means when I say something, that's what you should agree with, dude. Like, why are you saying stuff other than what I say? Why are you keeping this guy hired just because I don't like him, and I don't like the things he said? Now, I don't like him either. I don't think that the things he said are good things, right? I wouldn't want to say them, and I wouldn't want people around me saying them. But still, you can't control somebody or be like, hey, Chudlogic is a bad person simply because he didn't fire the person that I wanted him to fire. Like, that's just so weird. Like, what kind of person just has the level of ego to be like, so when I make a decision, people should follow it, and they shouldn't be angry about it either. Just do it, okay? Get rid of the guy, because I don't like him. And did he directly say that anytime in the video of like, hey, you should fire him? No. But it did seem like he was sort of leaning towards that. That did feel like the overall message of, hey, why is this guy still working with you? Like, he's a bad person. He's not doing what he should be doing. And because of that, you need to get rid of him. You need to do your best and put your best foot forward as a content creator to make sure that a guy like this isn't in the community. Again, not defending him. I know even if I say it like a billion times, I'm sure there will be somebody thinking that I'm like condoning the type of stuff that he's saying, and I'm really not. Now, this of course went over to Twitter, as pretty much every drama does, because nothing can ever stay, contained onto just one place. It has to go all over the place, and Twitter is pretty much the internet cesspit at this point. So because of that, a lot of drama goes on there. President Sunday replies to Drift Kings. I don't know why I said Draft Kings. He says you're a liability. I had your girlfriend in DMs trying to do damage control for you, and even she agrees. I may be a liability, but it's inarguable I'm good at my job. Let me know if you ever want to move out of your mom's basement and I can fix your dying brand. What a lame move to be like, I had your girlfriend in the DMs doing damage control for you, begging me to stop making fun of you. Like, congrats. Like, she messaged you privately to tell you that you were doing something stupid. Also, yeah, he's pretty good at his job. Played some of his stuff earlier on in the video that he edited, and it's pretty well made. It's pretty done good. It's done very well. I would actually like to edit like that, Unfortunately, I make these so often that would take up too much time, even though obviously that's my own choice, brought it upon myself, so no one to blame but me. But yeah, President Sunday, there's nothing wrong with his editing style, it's very to the point, but the editing style that DK uses of those transitions and stuff is kind that I'll use, and I think that it has more of a future, and a lot more people that use that are tending to blow up. People like Nicholas Diorio, Turkey Tom, Jay Aubrey, in that sector. Now, this type of editing is literally everywhere on YouTube. I'm just talking about the people that I more so watch and are over in my sector. You suck at your job, dude. You were fired from the biggest gig you ever had, and you were so stupid you tried to trash your employer publicly for it and got blown out in front of hundreds of thousands of people. You're worthless. Chud's just dumb as a rock. I watch a lot of Undisputed, and a quote that really always stuck with me from Shannon Sharp was this: there's 3 types of people who will always tell you the truth: kids, angry people, and drunk people. So, that last sentence probably tells you how President Sundays felt about his quote-unquote friend for a while. He probably has always thought him to be dumb, which isn't, the nicest thing. Sometimes there's like, haha, you're stupid, but, there is that level of, hey, I just think you're stupid. Like, you're just a stupid person. Do I care about playground insults? No, but I just thought that was interesting, and that's probably how he feels about him, and has felt about him for a while. And again, we come back to the Drift Kings, dang, I did it again. But yeah, I have no positive confirmation one way or another, so I'm not gonna say one way or another, because that's not how I do things. I always say this is what people are saying, and this is alleged, because that's the truth. Simple as that. Now, there's also been these screenshots of DMs that have been linking between Chudlogic and President Sunday. I'm not going to read them. I'll link them for you so that if you really want to go through and check for yourself, you can. Easily accessible. Bing bang boom. We also got President Sunday on Discord talking about how much he likes Mr. Girl, which, if you don't remember too much about 2018, 2019 YouTube and the drama going on back then, he was the guy who was really into cuties, too much into cuties, in fact, to a very creepy degree into cuties, to the point of where I think actually his YouTube channel got taken down because of that, and it actually somewhat kickstarted his online career, which is insane. It's pretty much the only place I've seen that happen, where you get banned on YouTube, and because of that, your online career takes a big boost. Normally, it's the other way around. You're on the uprise, and then you get that ban, shoot straight down. He was able to fight through it, and now he's pretty well known. He's on panels pretty often. Sometimes he'll get roasted, but for the most part, it's kind of chill. It's just wild to see somebody who's just calling out somebody for weird behavior, being like, hey, I want to chill with Mr. Girl, okay? This guy said mean words, not good words, not excusable words, not words you should be saying to people, alright? But still, I mean, if you really boil it down, I'd rather have a guy that was weird to little girls around than somebody who's saying mean words. Now, obviously, that's an oversimplification, but still, it's just weird, you just kind of look at it from across the fence what? How do you rationalize that? That's a weird way of looking at it, huh? I don't know. But hey, everybody looks at things differently. Yeah, I kind of just accepted that at this point, because if you try to break down everybody, I've talked about this before, this cognitive dissonance thing, and it's clearly real for everybody, and a lot of times creators just get exposed for it more because so many of their words are recorded, whereas the average human like you and me, we're not getting recorded all the time and not putting ourselves out there all the time, so it's just a lot easier for our dissonance to slip through the cracks. But yeah, that pretty much covers the entire situation. He started a beef with a guy over his employee. That's like me getting mad at Target because I didn't like a manager, so I publicly make a video calling out Target. What even is the point? Who am I really hurting at the end of the day? I feel like I'm just cutting into my own time. That would be doing something more interesting than just sitting around getting angry at somebody. But hey, I'm sitting around criticizing somebody, so maybe the only advantage I really have is that I'm just more chilled out and more mellow than he was. But that ends off the entire story and my opinions on it. Thank you all for watching, especially if you stuck around for this long. Goodbye.